I'm only gonna address this one time. Since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
In actuality, the drama involving Clarissa Shields and Remy Ma just got out of hand. It's not just messy and disagreeable, but it's the type of tea we didn't realize we needed. There are rumors that Remy had someone add illegal drugs to her dream cocktails prior to Clarissa's confrontation with Danielle Perkins. Clarissa might have been disqualified or even banned from boxing if we're true. But Papoose intervened and told her to calm down, saying it wasn't worth endangering her boxing license for this matter. Let's face it, that's probably what happened. I promise that Clarissa had nothing to do with her escape. If you haven't kept up with all of this chaos, don't worry, I've got you covered. Despite earlier claims that Remy and Papoose were separated, after Papoose shared a Father's Day shot of them with their daughter, the streets began to speculate that Remy was seeing an underground battle rapper called Eazy, the block captain. At this point, things start to become awkward. But wait, there's more. Eazy wasn't the only person in Remy's existence. Rose discreetly moved on, and you know who she's currently seeing? By not disclosing any personal information online, he maintained his elegance. There were rumors that Sis was in a situationship with another rapper. When pictures of them wearing similar watches began to appear online, the internet went crazy. She posted screenshots of Clarissa apparently having a connection with Papoose while he was still staying at her house. She infuriated Remy. She even went so far as to say that Clarissa hung up the phone from Remy's voice. The old boy and Clarissa. Shields were making fun of Remy, saying things like, "Girl, you cheated first. Why are you at the Devils?" Standard was sincere, but Remy wasn't finished yet, accusing Clarissa of fabricating reports to damage her reputation. Saying that Clarissa's staff was out there trying to discredit her. In typical clapback queen fashion, Clarissa responded on Twitter, accusing Ari of being nasty and bitter. The internet was consuming everything, including the video of Clarissa dancing, which apparently infuriated Remy, who was reportedly ready to throw hands if Clarissa wasn't a professional boxer, according to sources. People, get some popcorn. Because Remy Ma and Clarissa Shields' drama is so intense that you can practically feel it on your television. This isn't a normal situation, okay? This feud is pure reality TV material, and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. If you know anything about Remy, you know that CIS doesn't tolerate disrespect. But since Clarissa Shields entered the picture, things have changed. Remy isn't just interacting with people. Despite the streets' claims that Remy took things to a darker level, someone who put prohibited substances in Clarissa's drink ruined her career. Clarissa, a world champion boxer, could have faced suspension, disqualification, and even termination for a positive drug test. And let's face it, if Remy tried to throw hands with her, we all know how that fight would end. After learning the truth, Clarissa was prepared to visit Remy's house to make amends. But Papoose prevented her from making a grave error by reminding her that approaching Remy could cost her everything: her boxing license, her titles, and the career she's worked so hard to build. It was a lose-lose situation, and it was exactly what Remy might have wanted. Many fans expressed their opinions on the matter, with some saying, "Girl, you're a boxer. We know you can fight, so why risk your license?" Although they did make a point, the drama continued. Being accustomed to criticism, Remy, to make matters worse, there were reports that Remy had hired someone to tamper with Clarissa's drink, which is not only rude but might be against the law. Some fans, meanwhile, believe these are merely crazy rumors. Clarissa replied by challenging Remy to a boxing match. Imagine that showdown after, accusing her of making up lies to harm her reputation.
Like, I don't give a fuck if you fucking this nigga, just till you stop screwing the business. If niggas found out you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We talking Rock and Michelle, Pap and Remy. Nigga, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. You think that's how marriage is seen? at both of them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years. That's the part.
And 50 Cent had to get involved if you believe that was the ovate. Because, of course he did. Whether or not he is connected, he plunged into the drama, throwing shade and added even more dimensions to this already complex situation. Others see it as a full-fledged show, with everyone picking sides and social media ablaze. However, one thing is for sure, this drama will not end anytime soon. This is an exciting story, so stay tuned. His remarks have others talking, and the stream has now turned from a private argument to a full-fledged soap opera. Regardless of whether he is sincerely worried about Remy or is merely attempting to stir things up for fun, we are riveted too. Our TVs anticipating the next twist in every public soap opera. Rumors surrounding Remy Ma's alleged history, including the time she supposedly shot a buddy over a money dispute, are still rampant on the streets. But let's face it, it's far from finished. Even while some saw it as evidence of her tough-phase nails, demeanor, Remy Ma has never shied away from a fight, whether it be verbal or physical. And it serves as a sharp reminder of how lethal it can be to let emotions get the best of you in today's world. People are left wondering what's actually going on with them in the midst of all this commotion. Some believe that his relationship with Clarissa Shields is more complicated than it first appears. Are they exaggerating the situation, or might he be attempting to modify the power dynamics in their relationship, or perhaps to remind Remy of her shortcomings? Papoose has frequently then, by inviting Remy to a boxing event. Clarissa Shields is agitating the situation. Is she genuinely attempting to settle their disagreements in the ring, or is she just attempting to make a point? Should the rumors be accurate, it would be a dramatic shift from the image he has spent years building. He portrayed himself to his wife and his blended family as a devoted father and husband. Clarissa has faced criticism for giving herself an unfair edge by taking on a non-professional fighter, even if she is a natural boxer. Though not everyone agrees, she justified her choice by claiming that it would be a kind and equitable approach to settle their issues. Some opponents believe it is more about making a statement than it is about coming up with a workable solution.
Slaughter shit. But what happens when she stopped that E? I'm only going to address this shit one time. Since y'all want to be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
You two belong with each other. Because you that one goofball that used to tell in the trenches. And it's crazy, around the same time you was throwing your card, Eazy had you out here canceling Christmas. And then you tried to show us a 10-second video of you opening up some gifts. Then 10 seconds later, you went right to Eazy house.
Or perhaps a publicity gimmick to take advantage of the attention this feed has received. The topic of why so much is going on is another. Some people think that a private concern might have made its way into the public glare, while others suggest more serious problems like insecurity, jealousy, or even financial difficulties is obviously more than a straightforward misunderstanding regardless of the cause. This drama has, of course, become a full-fledged circus on social media, with enigmatic remarks from Twitter and Instagram taking center stage because of shady captions and subtle back-and-forth barbs. Fans are picking sides and switching sides. The internet is swallowing it, and it feels like a reality show where nobody can stop the layers of drama from growing. It's unclear where this will finish, but one thing is for sure. As this drama unfolds, it's worthwhile to stand back and think about the bigger picture. Poor Papoose is caught in the middle, getting flack from both sides, while some applaud Clarissa for refusing to back down. The partitioning of comment sections into fighting zones, according to some supporters, unfairly drags Remy. What does all of this indicate about the prevalence of public conflicts and the ways in which the media now feeds them? If these charges prove to be untrue, Remy May could suffer greatly. She is put into repairing her life and reputation following her incarceration. And anything like that could reverse all of that hard work. Clarissa Shields, though, runs the risk of having her reputation tarnished. In today's world of clicks and views, the line between what is private and what is public has all but vanished. And it is messy for all parties involved and sets a bad example for how problems should be resolved in general. This quarrel is becoming a cautionary tale. Regardless of whether it is a strategic grievance or simply a case of miscommunications exacerbated by social media, we can only wait and hope that cooler heads will win out. But let's be honest, the internet isn't going anywhere anytime soon. More than simply petty bickering, as the devoted family's diet is being called into question, serves as a reminder of how challenging interpersonal relationships can be, particularly when they are in the public eye. It thrives on memes, arguments, and unending conjecture. But Clarissa isn't really paying attention because she's already suggesting that she and Remy box. Let's now discuss the actual tea. There's even a crazy rumor that Remy may have set her up. Unexpectedly, 50 Cent decided to offer Clarissa some advice. Whatever you do, don't fight her, and she'll bring the block classic 50. Come on. Your whooping was even tweeted in Remy versus Clarissa Shields. The internet went berserk, to put it mildly. While some claim Clarissa is fighting fire with fire, others believe she is going too far. Not to mention who might have initiated this conflict. Remy initially acted shady in an interview with Jamal Hill, claiming that Remy had played a practical joke on her by disclosing her personal number. Clarissa would not let it go.
I'm too comfortable. I should have knew me being in fucking New York, me being at Remy, and I know.
When Clarissa claimed she would fight Remy for $1. Most people assume she has a grudge, but don't write Remy off just yet. We're not only talking about rap fights when we say that she has a history of throwing hands. In 8, this is when everything starts to go dark. After shooting her friend Makita Barnes-Joseph over a missing $33,000, Remy received an 8-year prison sentence. Remy suspected Makita of the crime rather than staying calm and solving it when she noticed the money was missing from her purse when they were out having fun in Manhattan. Maybe 50 Cent is correct when he advises Clarissa to walk carefully, because Remy Dale deserved it, and the judge in her case wasn't holding back when describing Remy's incredibly furious temperament. We'll have to wait and see where this bizarre story goes next. The situation swiftly became out of control. After exchanging flu shots, a gun was fired. Makita spent weeks in the hospital after the bullet hit her colon and rectum. The wake-up call was the 8-year sentence. The internet is undoubtedly intrigued with it. Prosecutor Michael Methos wasn't buying it and painted a totally different picture, pointing out that Remy was known to carry a loaded handgun, which was a surefire way to cause trouble. Remy Ma tried to convince the court during her trial for the infamous 2008 shooting that she wasn't who people thought she was, even saying, "Remy is not even close to who I really am. I'm not a threat or a menace to society." If you believed Remy had calmed down since then, rethink your assumptions. Despite everything, she didn't appear very remorseful. In fact, she even acknowledged it in her songs, rapping, "I shot my friend over a band, and imagine what I'll do, so I can't stand it." She allegedly threw a fist at her lover and a hip-hop artist during a benefit performance at Irving Plaza in 2019, demonstrating that she still had that same fury. As fate would have it, the case fell apart in court. Brittany's primary eyewitness had ceased cooperating, according to the assistant district attorney. And another witness made an unsubstantiated claim that they saw Remy in a different place at the time of the purported occurrence. After Remy was charged with 4 minor counts of assault and harassment by May, Brittany's eye took a serious hit. Brittany didn't waste any time in reporting the incident to the police, posting a photo of her black eye on Instagram and visiting the hospital. Whether it's on the court or in the ring, fans can't wait to see what comes next. The conflict between 50 Cent and Papoose started in 2018 when 50 Cent openly said, "Don Remy, you lost mad weight. Hey Slim," beneath one of Remy's pictures. Papoose wasn't going to take that lying down and gave a forceful clapback, sending the feed right to the gutter. Remy was overjoyed to have escaped jail time, and she was overjoyed. Social media things became even more chaotic when 50 Cent became involved in the Remy and Papoose fight. Initially, Papoose retaliated against 54, commenting on one of Remy's photos, saying, "Dan, Remy, you lost mad weight. Hey Slim." Unimpressed, Papoose replied by mentioning 50's baby mama, daffing Joy, even going so far as to say, "Dan, Daff, and Joy. No wedding yet. If 50 doesn't marry you, I'll introduce you to my in typical 50's fashion." He went one step further and shared a meme of a balding Papoose with the comment, "Okay, but she lost, must wait, and she's good." He even joked that the next thing he's going to say is, "We're not watching Power. How would you like me to handle that?" Naturally, Homeboy's maturity set 50 off. When Pooh noticed that he had posted a photo of Remy with the remark, "Remy is blocked," she gets her husband under control. Sam grabbed the strap, vehemently retaliated, posting some strange pictures of 50 and even using the hashtag #GetTheStrap, which is 50's own phrase. It was messy and petty, but we all know that people in their 50s like drama. In the meantime, Fat Joe, Remy's mentor and godfather, decided to stay out of the math game. Joe, who I frequently consult for professional advice, said that 2024 has been difficult for Hip Hop because of all the issues that have made headlines. But he is loyal to Remy and respects Pap, which makes things difficult for him, he expressed. Worry about the possible effects of this public turmoil on their child. "I spend hundreds of dollars every day at Brooklyn Chop House, which I adore, but I wasn't there with them." Remy went out to supper with Joe the day before her shocking Instagram outburst, acting as though nothing was wrong. Fans thought Papoose was also there, but he clarified the situation by sharing an article on My Brother. Fat. After Papoose made public receipts of Remy's alleged infidelity, things took a turn for the worse when she revealed even more private information. Remy clarified that she didn't want to involve her family or friends like Fat Joe because they also cared about Papoose. But if that wasn't enough, she also reprimanded Papoose for filming her during arguments and making fun of her, with comments like not Remy May calling the police for help. "You're a snitch, you're a rat." Papa claimed to have a gambling problem and was attempting to pressure her into a quick divorce by stating that he wouldn't leave unless there was a public outcry. According to EAS, the story wasn't as dramatic as others were making it out. It appears that Remy went out first, which, if E is telling the truth, could not be popular with her fans. Clarissa Shields might want to heed 50's warning before going into the ring with Remy. What do you do when it's obvious that Remy is not the person to mess with? The captain revealed the bombshell, confirming his affair with Remy and claiming that Papoose knew all along, even admitting that he had been punched by Papoose, who will emerge with a swagger. Please share your thoughts in the comments below if you believe Remy is doing everything in his power to discredit Clarissa, or if this is all just bluster. Don't forget to watch more of our videos for the most recent developments on this incredible tale.